Hello, and welcome back to Erin Twibbles Around Aimlessly. I'm Erin, and on this channel, I am documenting my husband and I's journey to debt freedom and financial independence. And in today's video, I want to cover something that tends to come up a bit frequently in questions and comments on my channel when I'm talking about our budget, and that is, why does everything cost so much? Your expenses and your spending is crazy. What are you buying? Are you just kind of throwing money out the window? And the answer to that is no, we're actually not. But we live in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. And it is a bit of a sticker shock even for the people who do live here, and even more so for people who come to visit here. So the purpose of today's video is really to give an overview of what the cost of living is like here, some of the common living expenses. Will provide some context, I think, to why we are spending what we spend each week, each fortnight, and each month. So if this sounds like something that is interesting to you, stick around. And I do want to say that if these are the types of videos that you do enjoy, I strongly encourage you to show me some support by hitting the like button. And if you have any questions along the way, go ahead and leave those in the comment section, because this is just going to be a broad overview. So just to start off, the average cost of living expenses in Queensland, and these are in Australian dollars. I do have some conversion rates to US dollar, but for a single person, the average cost of living is $2,835 per month. For a couple, $4,118, and for a family of four, right around $5,578. So what makes up some of these expenses? First is going to be your housing. So if you decide to rent a 2-bedroom unit, the median price is $395. It could be as low as $295 and easily go up over $530. If you're looking to rent a house, a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, median price $650, lower end of the range $450, and you can easily get over $1,000. And this is paid weekly. And there's also a 3.9% year-on-year increase in price. So perhaps you decide that renting is not for you and you want to own. Okay, that same 2-bedroom unit to buy is going to run you a median price of $538,000, a house around $620,000. The closer you get to the city, the price goes up. The median becomes $738,000. Some of the coastal areas, $640,000 to over $700,000. And if you are looking for something flush on the beach, you can anticipate spending over $895,000 on that home. Then you need to heat that home and have water come to it. So electricity usually runs about $140 to $150 per month. Water, about $335 per quarter. If you use gas, so a gas range or anything like that, around $175 per month. And then you have your rates. So these are kind of similar to property taxes. These are going to vary based on your property and land valuation. We pay $335 per quarter. In the Brisbane region, there is a minimum of $750 per year. But also included in your rates is the levy for any emergency medical services. So if you have to take an ambulance anywhere, you don't have any cost for that. It's already been covered in your rates. So now you're looking at things such as you want to connect to the internet. That's going to run you about $69 per month. For a landline phone, which is usually required when you get internet, $55 per month. Mobile phone around $41 per month on average, and cable anywhere from $55 to $60 per month. The next big one is medical. So in Australia, we have a universal single payer system. So every permanent resident and citizen is covered from birth, and the cost of this is 2% of your pre-tax pay. So it comes out automatically from your salary. It's withheld. Now you do have the option of also having private cover on top. And if you get this by the time that you are age 31, then you will qualify for the lifetime cover loading. And what this does is it prevents you having to pay a mandatory 2% increase every year. So for private hospital cover and extras, things like massage or an osteopath, additional dental, the mean price, the average price for somebody as a single is $2,783 per year. For a family of four, $6,379 per year. So again, this is something that is optional. Some people like to have it because you can go faster through the private system as compared to the public, but it all comes down to your finances really and personal choice. With the public system, you have no out-of-pocket costs other than your prescriptions. With the private, depending on your level of cover, is going to determine how much you're going to have out of pocket. So you've decided on where you want to live, and now you're thinking, okay, how am I going to get around town? Well, the average cost of a vehicle in Queensland is going to be around $42,226. And you can see some ranges here. So from a small car, a little grocery getter of $27,000, all the way up to a sports car of around $93,000. And I just threw in a few different prices of different models in there, just for comparison for something you're familiar with. And now that you have that car, you have to register that vehicle. And this one is again a bit of a sticker shock. Registration is based on the number of cylinders in your car. So it's going to range from $745 per year to $1,280 per year. If you have a motorcycle, $506. Included in your registration is this thing called compulsory third-party insurance, or CTP. This essentially means that every car on the road is covered with insurance in the event that they are in an accident, and it covers the damage done to the car or vehicle of the person that they hit. Does not apply to your own. For that, you're going to need to have private vehicle insurance, and that is an additional cost on top that will vary by your vehicle and then also how much you are driving it. So now you have your vehicle, you need to fill it up with fuel. And this is another one that will kick you in the teeth. So these were the prices as at the 1st of May. For regular unleaded, $1.69 per liter. For unleaded 95, $1.82. For unleaded 98, $1.92. E10, $1.67 a liter, and diesel, $1.33 per liter. You can do the math. There are about 4 liters per gallon. So yes, it adds up. But we need that fuel to drive us to work and also to get groceries because a family's got to eat. So the Australian household on average spends $255 per week on groceries. So my budget is below that. For a single individual, usually around $144. For couples, $279. For a family of 4, $386. So I just have a few different common items that people might buy, and I have it in Australian and US dollars, and everything is in metric. But this just gives you an idea of what some of the prices are. Shannon, Kitchen Shenanigans, just for you, those Oreos that you love so much, a family pack is going to cost you almost $4 US to get. And I just want a quick add here. One of the big inspirations to me for doing this video is one of my favorite budgeting YouTubers, and her name is Chrissy, and she's at a channel called The Mom Life. And I've been following her for a while, but she frequently comments on my videos and then also in chats that we have online and offline about why is this so much, why is that so much. And there's usually some gasp and such that are involved. But she's just the loveliest lady. And I strongly encourage you to go over and to check out her channel and just let her know that I sent you. And I'll put her channel just down in the description box below. But what I also want to do is, Chrissy, I want to challenge you to do a video on the cost of living in your area. So I know that you live in Michigan. I know that you have some much different prices than what we have here. And so since I'm sharing, and sharing is caring and caring is nice, I want to see a video from you covering what the average is for different expenses in Michigan. So if you don't want to cook and you don't want to run to the grocery store, what you can do is you can eat out. And this is going to get expensive as well. A restaurant meal, so table service, anywhere from $45 to $80 per person. And there's no free drink refills here. So if you want another soda or lemonade, you have to pay for another soda or lemonade. A casual restaurant meal, about $25 to $30 per person. Takeaway, about 15-20. And if you want to swing through McDonald's, we call it Macca's, for a Big Mac meal, you're going to drop about $14. And if you want to accompany that with a venti latte or a cappuccino from your favorite Starbucks, tack on another $5.80. So now you say, but hey, I want to sit back and I want to knock back a beer. Okay. As much as Australians love to drink, we charge the snot out of it as well. So I looked up what is the price of a 6-pack of Budweiser, something people in the US are familiar with. $18.95, and the US conversion is the bottom. If you want a 24-pack, what we call a slab, right around $50. Prefer hard alcohol, so mix a little bit of vodka, $55 for 700 milliliters. If wine is your choice, the average cost of a bottle of wine is about $22. Well, that's all right. I'll just have a box of wine, what we call goon. That's still going to run you $24. And if you like pre-mixed drinks like Smirnoff Ice or vodka cruisers, a 10-pack, that's right, $43.90. And if you want to get 30 of them, you're going to fork out $130. And if you enjoy having a cigarette while you're having a drink, just quit before coming to Australia. It's going to cost you. The average cost of a pack of cigarettes is between $28 and $33 per pack. So that's between $21 and $26 US. That comes out to about 71 to 80 cents per stick. And if you come to visit Australia, you're only able to bring in 1 pack of cigarettes with you. Anything over that, you have to pay tax on it. So gadzooks, how do you pay for all this? Well, we do have a very generous minimum wage and salaries here. Our national minimum wage is $19.34 per hour, or $750.38 per week. Casual employees get actually an additional 25% loading because they don't get all of the paid holidays that come with it. Any person who is on a temporary working visa must be paid a minimum of $53,900 plus 9.5% superannuation. And superannuation is our retirement scheme. This is a mandatory contribution regulated by the government of a minimum of 9.5% of your pre-tax pay by your employer. This doesn't even have to be by the employee. As an employee, you can contribute either concessional, which is pre-tax, or non-concessional, post-tax amounts up to a yearly cap. And it does not matter if you are casual, contract, part-time, full-time, everybody gets this superannuation. So my son has been having money go into his retirement account since he got his first job at 14. So one of the last areas a lot of people ask about is higher education. It is not the same as in the US. So we have what are known as HECS or HELP loans. And this is government dispersed money to cover your fees and only your education fees. It is available to all Australian citizens at a Commonwealth supported place. So this can be university or this can also be trade and technical school. It is paid directly to the educational institution, not the student. So there's no borrowing more money than you need. These loans are interest-free and they are paid back at the rate of inflation, which is usually around 2%, after achieving a threshold income of $46,620. And this is paid back through the tax system, so your employer withholds your payments back from your pay. And speaking of pay, no pay would be complete without taxes. So we do not have sales tax, so to speak, in Australia. We have a flat rate goods and services tax of 10%. Food items are exempt, so the price you see on a tag is the price that you pay. Otherwise, similar to the US, a progressive tax system. So if you are between $0 and $18,200, 0% in taxes, that's your tax-free threshold, and then it increases to 19%, 32.5%, 37%, and 45%, depending on how much you make. And that is where those concessional superannuation contributions and other credits can actually lower what your taxable income is. I should also note that we only have federal tax, we do not have state tax. So when you file your taxes, it is all just one time. There's not multiple filings that you need to do. But again, single payer system, single filing system, everybody files their taxes independently. So there's no joint filing. So that is a real quick crash course on the cost of living and budgeting if you are in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. Hopefully this makes some of the numbers on my budget a little bit more clear. If you are curious, Our average monthly expenses come to around $5,440, and that's just for those bare basics. And then we have additional stuff on top of that. As I said, if you have any questions about any of the prices or you want to know more, just drop those questions in the comments below. So thank you everybody for sticking around this long. As I said, if you have enjoyed it, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Otherwise, choose kindness, show gratitude, and always keep a positive mindset. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.